Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you do like the video so it helps get it out to more people. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're on the road to 900 subscribers and we're getting closer and closer, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about two things this morning, two different news topics that we have to talk about. I did make a short about Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but I wanted to give more of a thoughts in a full video, and then we've also got someone else that we have to also talk about. So the first thing is, of course, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It came out from David Ornstein that Leeds United have reached an agreement in principle to sign him, basically, and he's a free agent. We're going to sign him. This is happening. I was fuming at the time. Then I sat and thought about it and said, hey, if he's the Joseph replacement, I'm fine with it. If we don't bring in another number 9, I'm fuming, because I'm like, why would we sign another injury-prone striker and then have 2 injury-prone strikers and Joel Pirro as our 3 strikers? That's not going to be good, in my opinion. You can't risk it in the Premier League, and that would be a massive risk, having Metja and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who are both injury prone, and then having Joel Pirro, who is unproven at this level. So it would be a risk doing that, and it looks like we aren't doing that. But yeah, there was this thing, there's this article basically talking about Dominic Calvert-Lewin's injury record. So we'll go through this and read this. The striker looks set to join Leeds United, but arrive with a reputation of some with a torrent injury history. Dominic Calvert-Lewin will arrive at Leeds United with questions to answer over his fitness, but suggestions of an endless stream of injuries appear exaggerated. So it seems exaggerated. We'll keep reading. Leeds have reached an agreement in principle to sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's just the same article, basically. Whether Daniel Farke opts to include the striker in his opening weekend squad remains to be seen, and the lack of pre-season is a potential issue. Calvert-Lewin has been without a club all summer, and while modern professionals maintain fitness levels years around, a lack of match sharpness is to be expected, which is why he probably won't start. He'll be on the bench. Earlier concerns among some section of the fan base is not just DCL's current physical state. However, with the former England international arriving in West Yorkshire with what Farke might label an interesting injury CV. During 9 years at Everton, the striker picked up various issues and rarely came through a full campaign unscathed, but a broken player he is not. Last season, Calvert-Lewin suffered a serious hamstring injury in January that kept him out of action for just over 3 months, missing 14 games according to Transfermarkt, and an admittedly lengthy absence, but that is the only non-contact issue to have sidelined the striker for more than 1 game throughout the previous 2 campaigns. During the 22-23 campaign, he missed 4 Premier League games between August and September, but that was due to a broken cheekbone and concussion having come out worse following a heavy collision with Aston Villa goalkeeper Emi Martinez. Other than that, Calvert-Lewin has only missed 3 games over 2 years due to minor issues or illness. Leeds United can damage DCL effectively. In comparison, a long-term Leeds target Rodrigo Muniz reportedly cost potential suitors around 40 million, missed 7 Premier League games last season due to a combination of Achilles and back issues, the former of which ended his 24-25 campaign early in April. During the 23-24 term, he missed 4 games due to a knee problem. Furthermore, over those past 2 seasons, DCL has played 841 minutes of football, more than Muniz, which is equivalent to almost 10 full matches. That extra demand would naturally play more strain on the body of a battling striker, making them more vulnerable to injury. None of that is to say Muniz will become an injury-prone striker, or that DCL will cruise through the 25-26 campaign without so much as a knock, but players pick up issues for Leeds and Farke. It is about managing the demands placed on those with approximately to suffer with fitness problems. This is just continues talking about this, talking about Manuel Solomon here as well, who came in injury prone as well, and we kind of fixed him basically, and he was brilliant for us. So he came in with injury issues, and when we first signed him, there was injury issues when he first came in. So you can kind of look at that as well. You can look at the signing of Manuel Solomon as well and be like, hey, well, he came in with injury issues, and he was amazing last season for us in the Championship, and you're a player that, in my opinion, I would take back right now. I'd want him to come back because I think he's good enough for us, just because of how good he was last season. So yeah, yeah, I kind of want him back. But yeah, so Dominic Calvert-Lewin will be at Leeds United. I think they'll get announced later today, so I'll make a video when he does come in, and I'll do a proper video when he gets announced, which I think will be today. Now, there's one more thing we have to talk about, and that is another player that we are interested in. And I know Interest FC, that is just what we are at the moment, and what we've been all window basically. But yeah, Interest FC back again. But yeah, this is the next target that's actually come out. It has come out that Leeds United are showing interest in AC Milan forward Noah Okafor, played against them in Dublin on Saturday. James Justin, also an option. The club is keen on the versatile fullback they want. So we are looking at James Justin first, and also this guy, also Noah Okafor. I've already spoken about James Justin as in I would take him as a good backup. I think he would do well for us. But Okafor is a new link that we've actually had, and someone that we actually played against. Yeah. So he was at Napoli. If you guys can see this, he was at Napoli on loan last season. So he did go on loan from AC Milan to Napoli last season, where he played 21 matches, 622 minutes, only 1 goal and 2 assists. The season before that was when he signed for AC Milan, where he played 36 games, played 1,027 minutes, got 6 goals and 3 assists. Also playing in the Champions League and the Europa League. 3 games in the Champions League, 5 games in the Europa League. Not many minutes in those in 47 and 99, so not many minutes in that. And then before that, he was is that Salzburg? He played in the Austrian Bundesliga with 21 appearances, 1,002 minutes, 7 goals and 3 assists. Played in the Europa League and Champions League yet again, scoring 3 goals in the Champions League. And yeah, basically before then, 12 goals, 8 assists, good season. 6 goals, 3 assists, that's an alright season. And 5 goals, 2 assists was his first season, where he went from Basel. It looks like he went from Basel. That's where he went from Basel to Salzburg. I'm pretty sure that's Salzburg, isn't it? Yeah, it is Salzburg. Okay, I was right. So yeah, so he's a player who in recent time, you look at the last season, he played on only 1 goal, 2 assists, played 21 games, played only 622 minutes, 15 in the league. He only got 1 in the league and 1 assist. He got 1 goal in the league and then 1 assist in the Champions League, and the Coppa Italia got 1 assist. So you look at that and go, I'm not going to say I know much about him or how good of a player he is. I know he played against us. Didn't really notice him a lot. I think we were very good defensively against AC Milan. But yeah, it's another striker we are linked to, and being interested in another striker only gives me confidence. Even if it's not him that we sign, there is confidence and happiness in me that we're linked with another striker. So that's kind of telling me that Dominic Calvert-Lewin will sign, but he won't be the last striker that we sign. So that sounds good. That sounds very positive. That sounds positive. You know what I mean? It sounds positive. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Will we have both strikers in? We're definitely having DCL coming in, but will we have another striker coming in, whether that is Okafor or whether that is someone else? So it does look like we will get another striker, and we'll have 4 strikers. You know, you're going to have Pirro, Mecha, DCL, and another. And you look at those 4 and you're like, who's going to start? Because I'm looking at it right now and I'm going, I want Mecha to start because I think he's the best striker at the club right now. I think he's the best player that we got that can play up front right now. I would start Mecha against Everton, but I feel like that fuck's going to pick Pirro. But yeah, I'll choose Mecha. I think he's the best striker we got currently. DCL comes in. Is he the number 9? I feel like he's going to get the number 9 spot, to be honest, once he comes in, which I don't think he'll play the first game of the season. We won't start the first game of the season. Probably won't start the first 2 to 3 games of the season, to be honest, if he does come in DCL. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one, which will probably be later today when Dominic Calvert-Lewin signs the contract. So I'll see you next time. Peace.